Hello, I'm Kelly, and today I've got a Pilates mat flow for you. You don't need any equipment for this at all, and if you haven't done a warm-up, you're going to want to get in a few minutes of just gentle activity so you're not working on cold muscles. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, we're going to be doing each one of these intervals for 35 seconds with a 5-second rest in between, so really quick transition, but otherwise it's just a flow. We want to take just a second here to just kind of tune in, and for me what that means is usually a nice couple deep breaths, directing that breath into my lower belly. Nice full breath in, and then exhale at a slower rate than you just inhaled. Also take just a second, since we're here, and just check in with your jaw. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. Check your brow, let it unfurrow, and let the muscles around your eyes just relax. And then take just a couple more of those deep breaths I'm talking about. In, deep into the belly. And then slowly let it out. All right, we'll do that one more time. All right, so checking our worries at the door for just 15 minutes of a smart workout. We're gonna start off with a Pilates Imprint. So you're gonna come up off the mat, make those fingers on your hips and your ribs. You wanna make them as far apart from one another, just briefly as you can. So stretching up and away, taking your back up off that mat. And you can incorporate deep breathing here too. So inhale as you come up. Just keep that going at whatever pace feels good to you. All right, so next up, we're going to be doing a side leg lift. So I'm gonna start on just one side of the body here, just a basic lift. You can work in the arms as well as you want. This feels really nice as a sort of stretch. Inhale as your legs and arms drop to the ground. Exhale as you bring them back up to one another. Gonna get a nice little pause there at the top, just for a little bit of a burn. 5 seconds left. All right, so next up we're gonna do a similar motion, but we're gonna go back with the legs. So same thing, up, but back. So it might be a little bit hard to see via video, but you're just, if you need to, take that arm out here for counterbalance so that you're able to take that leg back without toppling over backwards. Just keep a nice steady pace. Try to not rush through any part of the range of motion on this. Remember your breathing pattern. If you want to exhale during the hard part, exhale during the work. 5 seconds left. And then we're going to be doing this same motion, but we're going to hold it at the top for pulses. So right here, same motion, just slow, gentle, no jerking, and make sure you're not holding your breath. This is a really important time to make sure that you're still breathing. You can always stop and drop that leg, take a quick break if you need it. Don't ever feel bad about taking a break. Keep going, we got about 10 seconds left. Shake it out real quick. And there we go. All right, next up, we're gonna stack our feet and our knees in a nice straight line here for a clamshell. So again, just opening up at the knees here. And you wanna make sure that even though this might be a small range of motions, you're not forcing anything into any uncomfortable, aside from your basic discomfort, muscle discomfort. Just even if it's a small motion, you can still get a lot out of it as long as you're doing it clean and with intention. All right, under 10 seconds of this left. All right, now we're gonna get set up for a side plank. So right here, and then we're gonna switch to that other side. So you have a couple different options here. If you wanna keep that leg burnout going, you can pulse all the way through here, or you can throw in some more core work kind of through your obliques here and the sides, or you can just hold this static plank. You can do what you want with it. Make it yours. Got about 10 seconds left. All right, so now we're gonna do all of that on the opposite side of the body. So we're starting off with that side leg lift, stretching all the way out briefly before coming up to the top. This is a good workout on its own. This is a standalone, or you can always tack it onto the beginning or end of a short HIIT or strength training routine. It's one of those ones that you can use in a lot of different ways. All right, next up we're gonna be going to that 90-degree or that back lift, up and back. And remember this arm for counterbalance if you like something so you don't fall over backwards. Keep it going nice and smooth. You can tap the muscles that you're supposed to feel it in if you want to increase that mind-body connection. Tell your body, this is where I should be feeling it. Pay attention. It makes a difference. All right, so now I've got those pulses, so enjoy that brief rest while you've got it. Otherwise, get that leg up there and just gently, really small range of motion, just pulsing up and back. And this leg is feeling more tired than the other one was, and that's probably because of that side leg lift, because this side has already worked even as a supporting muscle as we were working that other side. Keep it going under. We got 5 seconds left. All right, so stacking those feet and knees back for that clamshell. You can always put a band on for these exercises too. If you really want to take it to the next level, just make sure that before you ever make anything more difficult, it is way more important to make sure that you're doing it right before you step up the intensity level or the challenge. Keep going. Got about 5 seconds left, and we're going to move to that side plank. All right, so pop up, and remember your options here. You've got your basic plank. You just want to make sure your elbow is directly under that shoulder and that you're not letting your shoulder creep up. Otherwise, you can bring it out there for that pulse or come here for dips. That's up to you. Or just stay in a static side plank. All right, for this next group, we're going to switch it up a little bit. So we're going to be on all fours, kneeling, and we're going to do a rear leg lift. And if we were doing a circle, we're going to be doing just the top part of that circle. So right here, directly out behind your body, you're just doing the top of that circle, top half. And don't worry, we will get to the bottom half of that circle, of course. But right now we're just enjoying this range of motion. Make sure that you're keeping your bend in your elbows, keep your shoulders away from that neck again. And make sure that you're not having a ton of movement through the hips. You want the glutes to be doing this work. All right, so we're going to do that same thing on the opposite side of the body. Stretch it out for just a second if you need to. Otherwise, top half of that circle on the other side of the body. Make sure these movements are gentle, smooth, and controlled. Keep your core nice and strong. pour in your belly. Make sure you're not, like right now I just thought I was letting my head start to sink, so make sure you're keeping your spine in nice alignment. 5 seconds left. All right, now as promised, we're gonna do the bottom half of that circle, starting over on the other leg. So leg up, and just again, imagine the bottom half of that circle. About 10 seconds left. Remember, you can always take a quick break if you need to. Just try to get right back into it as soon as you can. All right, so going back to the other leg, bottom half of the circle right here, right up behind yourself, just that little dip there. Again, try to make sure those hips are not opening up and that they're not swinging. It's really easy to do, especially as you get more tired, so try to stay tuned in. All right, so next up we're gonna be doing a kneeling curtsy lift. So staying right here, and take that leg up, but instead of going down into its regular place, we're gonna tap on the other side of that knee. So you're kind of doing a little bit of a cross motion here, and then back up, like you're gonna poke a hole in the ceiling. Take a quick second, and we're going to repeat that on the opposite side. Here we go. So up and tap on the side of that knee. Remember, check your spine. Make sure you're in a nice neutral spine position. Nothing sinking or arching up in a strange way. All right, so next up we're going to supine leg raises, and we are doing switches. So we're going to do one, switch it out, and then do the other. If you want to make it harder, you can just hover those legs over and never really touch the ground. Come up till it's just about parallel with that opposite leg. Keep going. All right, just stretch out those legs. And even if you're going on to another routine, just treat yourself real quick to a full body stretch. Just enjoy that even if this is all that you do today, you just showed up for yourself for about 15 minutes, and that's something to be proud of, and you can always build on it from there if you want, or not, you know, you do what you can. So again, treat yourself to one last belly breath here, nice and deep through, breathe in through your nose, deep into your belly. All right, there you go. So, congrats to you, whether you're going on to something else or that's it for you today. Good job. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for working out with me, and good job, guys. Workout complete.